Hi there everyone, it's Misty here. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I get organized to start a new project. So my project at the Hop started at the end of November, and in that video, I think I mentioned that I was filming kind of my process for you guys, and I have it all ready to go. It just needs this intro. So I'm going to walk you through like how I set up my spreadsheet, how I decide on products, going through the prompts. I'm going to share with you how I mark products, and then I'm going to share with you how I track and what kind of notebook that I used and what I'll be moving into for 2023. Before we get into this, if you're new to project painting, or even if you're a seasoned project painter, you don't have to be this organized. In 2022, I think I did 28 projects. 27, 28, I don't know. I did a lot of damn projects. And if I didn't do this system, I would have been completely lost. And I was still lost sometimes. Completely lost. So this is just how I was able to do it in my brain. So please don't watch this and go, oh my God, I can't do that, blah, 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 blah. I'm also the type of person who will fill in all of the prompts before starting the project. So even if it's a roulette style project, I'm still going to fill in all the prompts. So like I did that for At the Hop, I did that for Paranormal Pantivity, Women Who Rock, That's So 2000s. This is like every time I have a prompt based project, I will sit down and I will go ahead and pick my products ahead of time. And then I can still do it roulette style by rolling things in, but I want to know what I'm painting before we go into it. That way, well, it should be that I'm not going into something with 30 blushes, but sometimes I put in a lot of blush or a lot of eyeshadow. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. It's taking me a little while to respond, but I will get to them, I promise. And again, you don't have to do this many projects. You don't have to organize like this. I've just had questions and this is how I do it. So yeah, hopefully I explained everything pretty well. It is a little bit longer. I'll try to remember to give you chapters so you can click where you want to go. But yeah, if you like this, I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up. All of the things, all of the engagement helps me grow. I'm inching closer to 900. I would really love to be 1,000 by the end of the year. I'm not sure we're going to get there, but even hitting 900 would be really, really cool. So, okay, that's it. We're going to start at my computer. And then I'll walk you through the rest. Okay, friends. So hopefully I did an intro. Hopefully I did an intro. And I'm going to walk you through like how I organize my projects, how I pick products for my projects, and what I do between then and filming. So it's November 23rd and the 25th is when my new project At the Hop goes live, and I haven't done any of it. I just haven't. I've been so busy. You can see how messy the craft room is. I've just been really busy trying to get stuff figured, stuff done for my at-home, the Jolly Fit Elf channel. This is like my 7th or 8th year to do a holiday card series. And I start that like the Wednesday after Labor Day, and I post a holiday card every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to Christmas Day. And this will be the first year, hopefully fingers crossed, that I make it all the way through. Last year, I got to like the end of November and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I was like sharing ones I'd already done, but I don't want to do that again this year. So I sat down and like filled out a calendar to decide what I wanted to do. So that's kind of taking up all my time. And then I designed for a couple of craft companies, and that's taking up some of my time too. Okay. So this is my spreadsheet, and as you can see, I have all of my projects listed at the top. I have my item use up. So I went through at the beginning of the year, like actually not even the beginning of the year, probably like last November, and I wrote down how many of each I wanted to use in a year. So I have body scrubs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10. I have 10, and then I've put them, I've written out which ones I wanted to use, and then I've color coded them. So of course, green is 50 Shades of Green. I believe orange was Child of the 80s. Brown, I think was I Love the 90s. Yeah, I Love the 90s. So here's my color coding right here. So, and then I copied that, and this is where I put, what I wanted to use up. And this is how I kind of keep track of everything that I share with you at the end of each quarter. And then I just add them up. So I will be making a new one because this is 2021 to 2022. So I will be copying this and putting the new projects in. So we'll go back to at the hop. So this is all about the 50s and 60s, which is one of my most favorite eras ever. Like for pop culture, not every era has their own issues with like government, human rights, etc. So this is all about the music and the pop culture, because the music from the mid 50s to the early 60s is my absolute favorite. So, and like I always wanted a poodle skirt. I owned some shadow shoes when I was a kid. So it's my absolute favorite decade ever. So my first prompt is saddle shoes, something with black and white packaging. And whatever is the first thing that pops in my brain is normally what I put down. So my first thought was this. This is a eye cream from CosRx, and it's already in my little toothpaste container. So I pick a product and then I decide on a goal. So my goal for this is going to be to finish it. So I'll mark it. So I'm going to put CosRx, snail mucus, eye cream, something like that. Mucus, I can't spell. And then I have a place for put goal, and I'll put finish. And then I have intro and then update 1 all the way through the finale. So those are available if it's something that I'm weighing every month. So like I won't weigh this one because you can actually mark progress. But if it was something like this that you have to weigh, then that's where I would put the weights. So the intro would be a weight. Okay, this is like, it doesn't need to really be that big. I'm still not the greatest with numbers. Okay. Poodle skirt, a product that's popular in the community or on social media. I'll have to come back to that. La Bamba, a Latinx owned brand. And people are, why the X? Because that allows for non-binary people as well. Because in the Spanish language, O signifies male, A signifies female. Correct me if I'm wrong. And so X accounts for people who are non-binary or maybe have a different, identify differently with their gender. Rock Around the Clock, something you use morning, night. I love that song. 1, 2, 3, clock, 4, clock. Okay, this is going to be hard for me not to sing. Something you use morning and night. We'll put a face cream. I don't know which one. Actually, we'll put another eye cream there. I'll come back to that. A teenager in love, a product you used or loved in your teens. So this one's going to be hard for me because I didn't use, this is my own damn prompt. And I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't really use anything. I do have this CoverGirl that I didn't finish, so I may bring that in. So then we have Splish Splash, a bath product. My Eyes Adored You, a product you use on your eyes. At the Hop, an item you use for a night out. Fats Domino, Blueberry Hill, a blue item. Return to Sender, a product you would return or declutter. Bye Bye Love, a give me product or a product that's almost gone. Tutti Frutti, something fruit themed, packaging, scent, etc. The Twist, a product that twists up. Mr. Sandman, an item used before bed. Tears on My Pillow, a waterproof or cry-proof item. American Bandstand, an anti-aging product. I picked that because Dick Clark was the host of American Bandstand, and he it was like, what was his, like, people called him the forever teenager or something like that. Don't remember. The Pompadour, a hair care product. The Bouffant, an oversized product or a product that creates volume. TV dinner, a convenience product. Hula hoop, something in round packaging. Barbie, a pink item, packaging, etc. Mickey Mouse Club, an item a friend sent you or an item a friend is panning. Cinderella, a sparkly or glittery product. I Love Lucy, job switching. This is the one where they do the chocolate. An item that smells like chocolate or candy. Treasure Island, an item that is a treasure in your collection, can be a favorite or one you hoard and don't use. Sleeping Beauty is a lip product. Peter Pan, an item in childlike or child-themed packaging. Rebel Without a Cause, a product the community beauty loved, but you didn't. Misty by Johnny Mathis, a bold lip or eyeshadow. 16 Candles, a product you wish you had as a teen. Motown, a Black-owned beauty brand. Unforgettable, a favorite product in your collection. Maybelline, a product from Maybelline or a drugstore product. The Banana Boat song, this is Deo, Deo, a product in your morning routine. The Great Pretender, an item in your collection that doesn't do its job well. Oh, yes, I'm the Great Pretender. Not the Foo Fighters Pretender. Ella Fitzgerald, These Foolish Things, an item you feel foolish for purchasing. Eartha Kitt, Santa Baby, an item you got as a gift or the most expensive item in your collection. Aluminum Christmas tree, something metallic or foiled. McDonald's, an item you use up or go through quickly. 1955 Bel Air, a favorite car. A product you consider a classic or the oldest product in your collection. A 1955 Lincoln Continental, oh my gosh, a product in for the long haul. Gumby, a petty or cream product. Yogi Bear, an item that's been a bear difficult to use or finish. A-line dresses, a product that starts with the letter A. Marilyn Monroe, a product that makes you feel glamorous. Dorothy Dandridge, an award-winning item or one that should be. I believe she was the first Black actress to either be nominated for an Oscar or win an Oscar. I can't remember. Ruby Dee, a red item. Ricky Nelson, a travel-friendly item or product you travel with. Calendar Girl, an item that is nearing or is expired in your collection. And then Roy Orbison, Only the Lonely. This is credited to Jessica. A product that you only have one of in your collection. So right off the top of my head, I know Splish Splash, a shower themed product is probably going to be a shower. Bath and Body Works body wash with the go to finish. And then there was another fruity. Where's Tutti Frutti? Tutti Frutti. I have a body butter. Tears on My Pillow, a waterproof or cry-proof item. I'll probably pick I'm going to put a Cargo pencil eyeliner. And I don't know the goal on that yet. An anti-aging product. I have an Ola Henriksen serum. Actually, that one's blue, so let's put that under. Let's put that under Blueberry Hill. I found my thrill. Ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, on Blueberry Hill. This, I'm gonna have to stop singing. Let's see, a hair care product. I am already working on a heat protectant. I'm already working on my hair oil. I already am. Oh, I can put a mousse. Let's put Pantene mousse. Okay. An oversized product or product that creates volume. I'm pretty sure I already have my living proof volume thing in a project. So I'm going to skip that one. A convenience product. I don't know. A hula hoop, something in round packaging. Barbie, a pink item. I believe I can put in a, I could probably do a bath bevy here. For finishing. An item a friend sent you or an item a friend is painting. Jessica sent me some skincare. I will look into that. A sparkly or glittery product. I actually have from Chaos. I have an eyeshadow. What is the name of the eyeshadow? Ooh, dang. Is it Happily Ever After? How come I can't remember? It's an iridescent multi-chrome, I know that. What? It's like, is it a pastel chrome? Fairy Godmother, that's the one I have. Is that already in a project? I'll have to look. And I'll put like 30. Oh, do I want to do 50? That's an eyeshadow. No. We'll do 23 uses for 2023. So this is basically what I do. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to get this filled out. Then I'll share with you how I pull the products, label them, etc. As you can see, the header on this is kind of an aqua color. That means whatever sticker I'm going to use is going to be aqua. So Paranormal Pantivity is black. Throwback 30 is a dark pink. Let's see. Color Pane was purple. Yeah. Child of the 80s was orange. Well, that's not that one. Orange. So that's what I did. And you can see here, like some of these mean they're finished. Some of them mean I'm working on them, etc. So that's how my spreadsheet is set up. And that's how I get started on picking everything. So I know I said that I was going to use teal for at the hop. I don't have a teal, but I do have these light blue that aren't attached to a project as of yet. So I've assembled the forces. So I'm going to start dotting everything, and then I'm going to film my intro, and we're going to call this done. So the next segment you see will be me setting up my notebook for 2023 and what system I was currently using. So there's been two ways that I have kept myself organized the past couple of years. The first is this. I bought an A5 notebook from Plum Paper Planner. I will leave them linked in the description box down below. They are probably my favorite planner company. This is an A5 notebook, and it came with, of course, note pages. And then I added a checklist add-on. So you can see I was keeping track of my quarter empties, whether it was, was it in a project, what it was, how much it cost. I would add it up, and that's how I would do my empties in 2021. For 2022, I switched, so that was empties. All these pages left, and then here are my checklists. So this is how I was keeping track of that's expensive. These were the weights, and then Pan That palette, which I don't think I finished. Oh, I was doing the cream palettes that year. And then here was my 50 Shades of Purple. And I was just kind of highlighting them when they were done. And here was my A to Z. And this is when I updated and just added more in 2021. So this is what I did in 2021. And I still did I use a spreadsheet that year? I think I did. So I used this in conjunction with a spreadsheet. This year, I switched to just a grid notebook, and I picked this up off Amazon. They're inexpensive, but this is how I was tracking them this year. It only has one cover because if you follow me, you know that I melted the other one on a candle warmer. So I had each product written down, and I left space to track. So each tally mark is a use, and then I would highlight when I was doing a update, and that's how I tracked all of 2022 for the most part. And I left room for like Child of the 80s because I knew that would be a lot. That's expensive. Like these are Advent, Child of the 80s, I Heart the 90s, etc., etc. So this is my second or third set of tabs I've gone through for this notebook. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to move back into this Project Pan notebook, but instead of just doing like the weights, I'm actually going to track usage in this. So I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to tally mark and kind of give myself some room. So I'm going to share with you how I'm going to set this up. I know you guys are probably going, Misty, what did you do? Well, I tore them out. That's why I have a spiral notebook. You could do this with a spiral notebook, by the way. You don't need anything fancy, but gosh darn it, I can't get that out. I wanted something fancy. So, and again, I love Plum Paper Planner, and I think I bought this when they were having a sale. They don't do sales very often, but when they do, it's at least 30% off. And if you're a planner person, their paper is so nice and so smooth. Okay, so harking back to the projects that I have ongoing that are going to go into 2023. The first one that technically I should put in this planner would be the Zodiac. Because this ends, I believe, in March at some point, and I should be tracking the usage. What I've decided to do for Zodiac, and this is kind of a spoiler alert because that video will go up later in the month, I added shades because I hit goal on other shades. I'm gonna remove these, and I'm just gonna focus on hitting pan on the ones I haven't hit pan on in the original 12, and we're gonna call that project good. In fact, I need to mark usage from yesterday before I forget. So I used tinsel. Did I use anything else? No, I think that was it. So that is what I'm going to do for Zodiac. So technically, the first project I really need to document in this would be 50 Shades of Green. Because 50 Shades of Green started in April and ends in April. Zodiac started in March, ends in March. So I need to have so this will be 50 Shades of Green. This will be that, so 2000s. So it'll go in the order of when they started. And then after that, it'll be Throwback 30. And then I'll just go from there. And then my eyeshadow projects, Project Level Up, pen that palette, pen those eyeshadows. I'll probably divide this because I'm not going to use, I'm only going to do 20 projects, if even. I'm trying to get it down to 15. We'll see. So the last few pages of this will be my Project Level Up and my Pan Those Eyeshadows, because those are rotating. So new shadows come in and out. Whereas I pan that palette, it's just going to be one, it'll only need its page and I won't need to add any more to that. Hopefully that makes sense. So I am going to bring in a pen. I think. Am I going to do erasable? No, I don't feel like I need to do erasable, but we'll use green for 50 Shades of Green. Okay, I do need to mark the Grinch. You're me one, Mr. Grinch. Actually, I used the Grinch. I used green olive, and I used the eyeshadow liner because I did a green look. So the updates you saw, I don't know when this video is going to go live in relation, but I'm wearing the kind of coral pink shirt and then the green and yellow eye look. Okay, I am going to start, I'm going to do 50 Shades of Green first, and I'm going to start with the Saucy Mauve blush. And I have used that 6, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so we're going to start 22 uses, and then I will mark them from there. I'm going to give this, what is this, 12? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to give this 3, because my goal for that one is to wear off the pattern. That may take forever. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. This one will be the CP Sure Thing, which is a Super Shock, and I've used that 5, 6, 7 times. Next we have Mora Aurora. Probably spelled that wrong. I'm only leaving one space because that is, the ColourPop Super Shocks don't take very long to hit pan in. This is a cream shadow. It's not going to take that long to hit pan in. So we have 6 uses on that. Oh, the Tarte Cream Bronzer. That's going to take forever. I'm going to give it like 4 because it is huge. And I think my goal is to finish that, and that's going to take forever. Leprechaun from Clarity. Use that. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to give it 2 rows. Then we'll do Capri by Clarity. Use that 4 times. Give it 2 rows. I hit go in the Vanny Glitter. I hit go in the Ace Beauté shadow. Spicy Jalapeno. I used that one yesterday too. Okay. I'm really surprised I've not hit pan in that, because normally it doesn't take very long at all to hit pan in Glamlight, and that's 7, 8, 9. That's 9 uses already. Then we have Litless the Grinch. And I've used that 8, 9, 10 times. Then we have Green Olive. Dirty Martini. I've used that 9 to 11, 12, 13. And then last but not least is the Shockwave liner. And I've used that 7 times. So my thought process is, for this notebook, tracking, measuring. So like I rolled in a eyeliner pencil into At the Hop, and I was like, I'm not sure how I'm going to track this. I can either track it on this notepad, or there's room like right here on the spine where I could also track it. So once I do that, I'm going to add in dividers, and this will be where I start tracking usage. And that's going to be I think this is going to be so much nicer. It's much sturdier. It's pretty dirty, but I can actually, you know, just even take this out. So that's it. That's how I organized everything, and I'll just show you. So Fantasy A to Z eyeshadow. This was the original page, and then I brought in some. Got Beauty A to Z. This was That's Expensive, which I'm still currently working on. Work usage from yesterday. I didn't do any of my usage from yesterday. Misty, you gonna need a whooping. You gonna need a whooping. Advent. So this is Child of the 80s, which I've already filmed the finale if you missed it. I Heart the 90s, also filmed the finale. Partners in Cream, filmed that finale. And this was one, since it rotated, I left a few pages open for it. Now I'm not doing this project this year, but going forward, I know if I go back into this notebook, because I have a second one, I really don't need to leave this many pages, because I'm not going to go through that many product unless I'm doing usage goals rather than finished goals. And I think most of this year, everything has been finished goals. So I use Seismic again. I'm going to use Swerve. I have not used that Moore's Marsh blush stick. I need to get on that. And see, I left pages for Color Pan. I left pages for Deck of Panning. But that one rolls. This is Oh New Gifted Blue, another rolling one. You've seen 50 Shades of Grey, Get Baked. That's So 2000. I thought that was washed up like this. I was trying to add things to my things I've hit pan on. Spoiler alert. and I couldn't find it. Did I use this yesterday? I did. I'm trying to hit pan in this blush, taking forever. This was my Pan That palette, so I have this side, and then of course I have this side as well. This was Pan Those eyeshadows, and again, I left open several pages because I knew I would be cycling through. We've got Project Level Up. Then here's the Zodiac I showed you. We've got Graveyard. And then it starts the ones that go. So this would be after 50 Shades of Green in my notebook. It would be That's So 2000s. Then it's going to be Throwback 30. Then I haven't decided on 101 Magical Pans. I honestly haven't decided on 101 Magical Pans. But if I did, that would be back with the eyeshadow. Then we have Women Who Rock, Paranormal Pantivity, and then I need to put in At the Hop, which I haven't done yet. So that's it. That's how I organize and keep things going. As I mentioned, I don't track skincare. If you're someone who wants to track skincare, you can do it this exact same way. I do my skincare and my makeup at the exact same place. I think a lot of us probably do that. So that would definitely be something that you can do as well. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, I will try to share more like this going in the future. I am about to do prompts for Shelly posted a project, and that's going to be my next prompt-based project. I'm also going to be picking out shades for Beauty A to Z eyeshadow. I think I'm going to do that again this year and not do the beauty one. We'll see. But like I said, I'm trying to cut back, but also trying to keep some momentum going. So we'll see. But that's it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Like I said, if you want more content like this, just let me know. I don't mind showing you some behind the scenes. But I love your faces. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one.